I'm here with new UFC flyweight fighter Gianni Vazquez with a record of 13 wins, 4 losses, and just one draw. He's making his long-awaited debut this Saturday. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, brother. I'm excited, and then I couldn't be more happy to be here.
I'm glad to hear that. What made you start MMA? What made you get into it?
Man, since I have like memory, I always been involved in the fights, and then I'm from Mexico City. I was born there, and then I grew up around there, and then since I have memory, like I was getting the fights. Like I really remember my first fight was when I was 3 years old.
Right.
And since then never stopped. And then at 12 I started boxing, and then from there I went to kickboxing at 15 and never stopped, brother. Like that's all I do. That's all I know, and then that's why everything I have and I own is because of fighting.
Hey, that's a something inspiring. That's something to take from, something that shows your character. You love what you do, and I mean you
Yeah, that was what I would say, bro. You love what I love what I do, and then like I'm happy and blessed that sooner I like discovered that I can make a living out of this. So
like.
might as well.
Right. What would you say? Who would you say has had the biggest impact on your career? Rather, it was from the very start, somebody that's just been introduced, or somebody you just met.
The biggest impact in my career. Who ever had one of the biggest impact on my career? Uh, to be honest, I would say my mom, cause she always believed in me, and she was the first one to support me since day one.
Yeah.
She raised me as like a hard worker, and then she told me to follow my dreams. So she has the biggest impact in my career, because when you feel the support of your family, especially like your parents, when you
Yeah.
feel the support, brother, the sky is the limit. And look at me, look at where
Exactly.
I am right now.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, feeling the support from the ones who raised you, the ones who took care of you. Your parents.
Brother, my mom was like in almost all my amateur fights, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, stuff like that. My mom was in my corner all the time, because like nobody, like I used to train and in Mexico back in the day and everything. It was like long time ago, and
Right.
then we went to the tournaments because I was crazy and I was just signed up for a bunch of tournaments, and then my coaches were like, "Oh, Yanni, we can go that day. Don't worry, I go by myself," and I was going most of the time by myself, and they have the little patch, they like coach. And then my mom was always on my corner, and I was just like, okay, mom, we're gonna do this. You just gotta say hands up. If you see I'm getting beat up, circle out, and then if you see I'm beating the other guy, keep going. Okay, boom.
Hey,
She was
that's all.
like,
That's all she had to know. She was
you
ready.
know. And but now, after so many years of this, then she understand fighting. She really like pay attention to everything. Crazy, brother. Side note, like this weekend, the Volkanovski Diego Lopez fight and blah blah blah. And my mom right away sent me a message like, "Do you see the fight? What do you think?" And then for example, when it was, what other fight we saw, like Gaethje versus Patty. My mom was like, "Oh, do you see the fight, Gaethje versus Patty?" She was like sending me pictures of, like, she was watching the fight. She's like, I think you should like watch that fight like couple times to analyze the footwork, the way he was getting like cut it off, the movement, like the counter stuff, and then like it's like I like you should be studying that fight. It's a good fight. I think it was a lot of things that you can take out of from that fight. My mom now is like that. So
No, yeah, that's something. I mean, especially me being an MMA fan. I mean, when you have people close to you, interested in the same aspect, the same sport, kind of having the same interest and just kind of getting into it, just like you. That's something that kind of intrigues you more. It gets you excited, gets you happy. So, I mean, you being an MMA fighter, I can only imagine, having your parents, be excited and just kind of be on that same mentality of you of kind of watching the fights and analyzing, just kind of trying to see what.
and my mom is in Mexico, brother, because my whole family is in Mexico. My mom is in Mexico, and then I'm here in the States, and then like she's like, I'm telling you, she's like, right away, are you watching the UFC right now? Okay, I want you to pay attention because like this is gonna be an interesting fight, and then you need to know, and then see this, and you gotta study these fights. I'm like, okay, mom.
No, that's cool, and I mean, especially because the last couple events, right? The main events over there in Mexico it was later, right? Because the
Hmm.
time difference, it's like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah,
Yeah. So I think the main event, the Volkanovski one, when it was like at 9, it was like 11, almost midnight over there
yeah,
in Mexico. So
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could tell the love she has for it and the support she shows you.
Hmm.
Uh, when you're not fighting, what do you like to do? What do you like to do like on your off time when you're not training or in the gym?
Bro, that's literally like the always question that people say, and then like, brother, I born for this. I eat, sleep, and dream fighting. That's all I do. When I'm not fighting, I'm resting
You're
because
right.
I train all day, and then I would say what I like to do is like watch movies, series, like TV shows, and then I like to go to a new places like food places, like
Oh, okay.
I like to like try a new food or stuff like that, but I don't do anything else, brother. I don't do anything else. That's all. My life is fighting.
That's very interesting. I mean, that's all you do. You're revolving yourself around it. I mean, and it's showing your craft. You dedicated yourself to it. You're dedicating your life to it. And I mean,
I love
obviously,
coaching though. I
proving.
have the students and I love my students. I love coaching. I love to study the game so I can be always better for my students. I love to like learn new stuff. I love to travel to other places to train with different coaches so I can learn more and then don't stop like the growth of my students. Because like as a coach I always trying to improve and learn new things so then I can keep showing stuff to my students.
Right, because I mean, like how you said, sky's the limit. I mean, when you're involved and you're interested in something, I mean, the sky's the limit, and all you can take and everything you could learn to grow as a fighter, and especially as a coach. I mean, that's something that goes a long way, especially in your fights.
Yes, sir.
After calling on the UFC for an opportunity, it's finally here. You took this fight on 3 days' notice. How?
That's what I'm saying, everybody, bro. We gotta clarify. I take it on Wednesday. The official it was official Wednesday around 8 p.m.
So you see, I mean, it's
So like everybody is misunderstanding. Oh, it's three days. No, it wasn't 3 days. It was Wednesday around like 7 8 p.m. where it was official. When my manager was like, "Okay, Yanni, welcome to the UFC. It's official. Get ready. The paperwork is coming."
okay. So then it wasn't actually 3 days. Okay. How did the call come in? What was your automatic response? Was it like just straight as soon as you heard UFC is looking for a fighter? Were you just like yes, or did you have to kind of like think
No,
about
no,
it?
no, no, bro. You don't think about those things. You
Okay.
say when, who, where. That's it. That's all you say.
I
You
like
know,
that. I
like
like that mentality.
like like we can, brother. I've been almost 10 years in the U.S. Like, and I came to the U.S. like to make my dream come true. So like after 10 years of waiting, I'm ready.
Finally here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this opportunity, right? Do you see it as pressure for you since you've been, calling the UFC and asking for a chance, or do you see it as an opportunity to show why you deserve to be in the UFC?
Bro, tomorrow night I will show the world why missing me.
I like
Why?
that.
Tomorrow night, brother, is gonna be my show. Like it's no pressure on me, brother. I'm living the dream. I'm doing what I love. I'm doing what I born for. And I always say, like I was waiting for this moment so long. It's no pressure on me. Like I'm just enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying everything. And then tomorrow night I'm gonna step in the cage and then I'm just gonna like,
Let the show.
pinch myself just to say that like the dreams come true. The dreams come true, brother.
You're
No
finally
pressure at
here,
all.
man. You're finally here. I
No
mean,
pressure at all. Yeah.
you've been working for it. So I mean, I've seen some of your tape and everything like that. I mean, you deserve it. You've been growing, and I mean, your record speaks for it.
Thank you, brother.
Win streak and everything. So I mean, you deserve it. It's
We're
about time,
gonna keep it coming. We're gonna keep it coming.
too, right? Um, be honest. When they called you, how close were you like to fight shape? Well, the agreed like weight that they gave you, or
brother, like I'm always training, like I told you, I'm always on the gym, I'm always training. Of course, you know, you can burn yourself and then go
Right,
like always 100%, because then that's when the injuries come. That's when like you like overtrain and your body burns. You know, I'm always at the gym, I'm always training. Like I told you, that's my life, that's all I do. I always say, like, you know, like you can't call yourself like a full-time fighter if you don't train, because that's the only job you have to do, you know.
right.
So I'm happy to call myself a full-time fighter because all I do is train, and then I teach classes, you know. But like every time I teach, it's like I'm training, because I'm like study and then showing moves and stuff like that, you know. So of course I was like, I was you know, like on a good shape, you know, training. But that another thing that is the tricky part, you know, is that like as everybody knows, I'm a flyweight, you know.
Right. Yes.
And then I've been in talks with my manager in the last couple months, and he was telling me, you know, that like the flyweight division in the UFC right now is kind of really packed, so they're not signing flyweights. And then we've been looking for this opportunity for so long, and then like you know, you don't get younger. So my manager was telling me, you know what, maybe we should go to bantamweight to go 135. And I was like, okay, you know. So I talked to all my whole team about it, and then we start doing like a new like nutrition plan and new like strength conditioning and everything to start gaining weight and get a little
Okay.
bit bigger, you know. And that was like, that's like the whole thing, you know. The like we were like so small, and then like for the banner way, so now we
Mhm.
were trying to gain some weight and everything, and the call came, and then we're like, okay, you know, like
So it's just at the perfect timing type thing.
yeah, yeah, it was at the perfect timing, but at the same time, it was kind of not too perfect, because I was gaining weight and they called me, so I have to cut, and then it
Yeah.
was, you know.
Um.
But whatever, brother. We're in the UFC, and then tomorrow night, my party's there.
Oh yes. I mean, it's only a couple hours away too, because you're I believe the third fight, right? You're the third fight coming out when the fights start.
Brother, I don't even know. I just know that like they're gonna come pick me up at my hotel like at some time, and that's it. That's all I know, you know.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I think because I was looking at the fight card, you're, I believe, the third or fourth fight coming up like as soon as it starts. So I mean, something to look forward to, and I mean, you're ready to put on a show. So I mean, I'm ready to be there for it, and I mean, I'm gonna be there live in attendance. So I can't wait to see it.
Let's go. I
And
like that voice, brother. I like that voice. Be loud, cause I hear everything.
oh no, don't worry, bro. I trust me. You're gonna hear me. I'm gonna be cheering. You're gonna hear me screaming,
Let's
all
go,
that. So
brother.
I'm gonna be
Thank you,
chanting
brother.
for you.
Thank you,
Trust.
brother. I appreciate.
Uh, Another question. Do you feel dangerous stepping in like this with nothing to lose, considering your five-fight win streak?
Bro, I'm always dangerous. You know, like my record, 5-5 win streak is good, you know, but it's on the past.
Okay.
That already is over. I'm looking tomorrow to be dangerous tomorrow. You know, like I'm always dangerous. Like I mentioned before, I'm always training. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always learning new tricks, and I can't wait to tomorrow night. Like that's why I feel like it's hard to prepare for myself, because like I'm always learning, doing new things and stuff like that. So every single fight, if you watch me, I look different. Every
Right.
single fight, I have a different type of style, you know, and then like I have a new tricks and stuff like that. So like I can't wait tomorrow night, like to show my new version.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Something mysterious, something everybody should be anticipating for your walkout tomorrow. Um, what do you feel is your biggest advantage in the matchup against your opponent tomorrow night?
My heart,
I like that.
you know, I have a heart so big and then unbreakable, brother. Nobody can break my heart. And then you know the body breaks, the brain breaks, but the heart doesn't. And I
Mm,
have the biggest heart.
okay. For camp, right? I know, it's a different sense with camp. You got the no the call on Wednesday night. It's a couple days. What's the different, compared to a couple weeks to where you only have a few days to prepare? How does it look like in that transition? Like, are you guys just watching tape, or are you guys just kind of just discussing?
Brother, brother, it's no game plan. The game plan tomorrow night is like go up there, do what I love to do, and then you know we're just gonna get after. That's it. You
Okay,
know, I'm just gonna live the dream and then doing what I love, and then you know we're just gonna get after.
I like that. Okay. any message for the fans or anyone that's doubting you for stepping in on short notice? Do you have anything to say specifically to anybody, or anything to watch out for?
Brother, all promotion is a good promotion, you know? So tomorrow night, tune in, enjoy the show. And then the only thing I can promise to everybody is that I'm gonna give my all up there. I'm gonna leave my heart, my soul in that cage.
Okay, I like that. Okay, I appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, that was pretty much majority of the questions I had to ask for you, you know. Good luck Saturday night, Gianni. Thank you again for the opportunity. This is Sherwin's MMA. Be sure to tune in for UFC Fight Night and check out on Saturday night Gianni fighting against Javid Bashara.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. No, I always say thank you to you guys. Like you guys are the ones that put us in eyes of different new people, and the fighters. We're nothing without like the media and the fans. We eat out of you guys because like if people wouldn't watch the show, wouldn't watch the sport, we wouldn't making money. So like I always say thank you to the fans, thank you to everybody, to follow this podcast, and then thank you, brother, for giving me this space.
No, yeah, man. I mean, like I told you yesterday, bro. Thank you. I mean, I'm a small creator. I mean, as you pretty much saw, I mean, I'm just starting my page and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get more into the MMA community.
Brother,
I mean,
we all start somewhere.
no, yeah, I
And
mean,
I
this is
told you, the sky is the limit, brother. The
hey,
sky is the
exactly,
limit. Keep
exactly.
it up, brother. Keep it up. The dreams come
Thank
true,
you so
brother.
much.
I'm like the example of that. So like whatever you think you're gonna get, brother, just keep doing it.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm taking inspiration. I mean, hearing from you, I mean, the way you've been working everything and all. I mean, you've said 10 years working for the UFC, and I mean, it finally came. So it's just about patience and just working.
In the US, bro. That's in the US. That's in the US. 10
Okay.
years since I came to the US because I started training at 12.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
okay.
like that's like
Right.
crazy. I say 10 years since I came to the US, follow my dream, which is the UFC.
And I mean, like getting into that part, right? Was there a coach that told you, if you want to kind of get more exposure, you need to go to the US, or what made you kind of say like,
It
let me?
was it was my coach, my Muay Thai coach, which I call Dad, Mario Gonzalez.
Mhm.
Um, we were fighting up there in Mexico. We were doing good everything, and then there was one point where he told me, you know what? If you really wanna make a living out of this, you should go to the US. And I was like, what the hell? Why to the US? Is like the biggest organization, is in the US. Like the opportunities will come there, Like in that time when I was in Mexico, it was no opportunity to live out of fighting though. Cause
Right.
I'm talking about like brother, too many years ago, you know? So he was like, you should go to the US and then if you really like believe in this dream. And then he pushed me and that's one of the best coaches, because like as a coach, you just want to see your students growing, and then sometimes it's even hard to let them go, because you don't want to
Right.
see them let them go. But he let me go, and then I mean, he let me go kind of because, like, brother, he's like my dad, like I have my chain always with me, and then this is like my dad, him. I always say he gave me this like boxing glove, and the chain is my mom, you
Okay.
know. So like I call him dad. We talk all the time, and then like every single camp I have every single time that I fight and I have a camp, I go 2 weeks to Mexico to train with him. My coach Oyama here in the US is always in touch with him, talking about me, like what we should be working and stuff like that. So he's in
Have a good night. Yeah. Bye.
yeah, my career right now. Sadly, he can be here today, but like, I will be fighting in one of those UFC cards in Mexico, and then he's gonna be in my corner for sure.
Hey, that's something aspiring, that's something to be looking out for, man. I mean, congratulations to your coach, and then I mean, especially to you guys, your whole team. I mean, for tomorrow night, and I mean, hearing from what you have to say, I mean, I'm excited to see you fight tomorrow. I'm excited to see the fireworks fly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Enjoy the show tomorrow night.
Hey, thank you. Hey,
Thank you.
thank you again for the opportunity, man. And then I mean, hopefully tomorrow we could get an interview after if you want.
Yeah, for sure, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. Hey, be
All
safe.
right.
Have a
Bye.
good night. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.